How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the ChITown podcast. It's episode 30. Apologies for the week-long hiatus. I was on spring break, and yeah, that's really it. Again, apologies for the social media hiatus as well. We lost our TikTok star, Tom. His phone's broken.
We're getting
He's
a new
been
one
carrying an
tomorrow.
iPad around.
Yeah, it's a rough look, but gotta respect the grind.
Hey, it is what it is. How we doing, kid?
Doing good. We're getting the new phone tomorrow, so I have to wake up at 8 o'clock though and drive to Wisconsin, which sucks.
People
But
want 2 TikToks tomorrow.
yeah, like maybe low key, just because there's so much to cover. That's why I was
Lots
like,
of lots of football stuff to
couldn't
talk
couldn't have
about.
got it one day earlier,
For real.
but
Why are you
maybe
going
I'll.
all the way up to Wisconsin for it?
So like, my dad won't upgrade my phone. He's like, so it's at the point where like I'm just getting my phone fixed and it costs so much money, and I'm like, dude, okay, can I just get a new phone at this point? It's like no, so I'm switching phone plans.
Oh, why is it in Wisconsin though?
Cause like that's my mom's like things in Wisconsin. I actually
Oh,
don't know why, but like it is. But I get to
I
keep my
got
phone
you.
number. That's all I cared about.
There you go. That
So
would suck having to switch your phone number.
no, I literally said like I will stick with the like I have an 11 right now, and I'll stick with the 11 if I can't keep my phone number. But that's
Yeah,
apparently not the case. So my phone number lives on. I was about to say my phone number. That would have been a really bad idea.
bro. The 50 people listening. Oh,
But yeah, that's what I got going. And I'm on spring break right now too, which I'm not doing anything really this spring break. I'll do one next, but
I was in Phoenix, so yeah,
there it is. But I get to see the homies back at home that came back.
yeah. That's always nice.
And then they'll probably go down to Chicago Thursday, have a hoot, and then I have the parades on Saturday, so I'll go down for that too.
Oh, I forgot. St. Patrick's Day is like this weekend.
It's on Sunday, I think.
Yeah,
Or maybe I don't know. It's on the 17th. Days today.
St. Patrick's
11.
Day is a dumb holiday. Don't at me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree, but it's just fun, I guess. Bro,
It's
who
just an
even is
excuse to
Patrick?
drink.
No, it really is. There's just a lot of holidays like that though.
Yeah.
Mardi Gras.
Cinco de Mayo is one of them.
Mardi
Mardi
Gras.
Gras.
Like,
Uh, shit.
there's more.
Labor Day.
That's not really like a drinking holiday though.
I mean, I guess not, but it's a day off.
Facts like Thanksgiving. No, I'm playing.
Thank you. Christmas.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa.
Maybe there are only like 3 drinking holidays.
Trying to think.
Yeah, I am too now. 4th of
Yeah.
July count?
Oh yeah, 4th of July for sure.
You say that counts? Okay.
100%. I mean, obviously it's a deeper meaning, but
Like,
really,
bro,
you
like,
shoot fireworks
or
and
no,
get
nobody's
hammered.
sitting there like, dude, America's so awesome, bro. Like, everyone's just like,
USA,
bro, I want to see
USA.
I want to see lights go in the air.
Exactly. Well, let's get into it because there's a lot of news.
Indubitably.
Let's go with the first one that happened over this past weekend. Jalen Johnson signs a 4-year, $76 million contract extension. This is such good value.
I was like, I low key like, you can't feel bad because it's like, he's still making millions, but like, in my opinion, he missed out on like an extra like 16 million.
Total.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
100%.
Like,
100%.
I don't like. He must really like the Bears because I think if he tested the open market, he would have gotten so much money. He would have probably
Yeah,
been the highest.
I
He
mean,
probably would have reset the market. What do you mean
I wouldn't have
is
been
highest paid?
happy, but I wouldn't have been mad if they got him for like 25.
No,
Like
that's
that's
a
the
little
super
OD.
high
But
end.
I thought he'd be like 23
Yeah, I was at the 23,
because the
24
highest right
number.
now is 21. And that's Jair.
I think
So I was like,
Jalen's a lot better than Jair, though.
yeah, no. I'm just money wise. So I was like, oh, like he'll reset the market. But yeah, he didn't for
He
some reason.
didn't, and then his cap hit this year is only 14.
I don't know if I like that. But
I mean, I don't hate it.
I'm more of a front load than a back load type of guy. But
I could see it, yeah, but Um, I was shocked, and then people who are shitting on Jalen Johnson, that like
Were there
those are
people
the
shitting on
people
him?
who just don't know ball. They're like, oh, overpay Bears, he's not that good
Well, that's
because
just
he only has
Instagram.
however many interceptions.
That's Instagram. Twitter's like the only one. Like, Twitter's still retarded, but that's the smartest one of the
Yeah,
bunch. You ever seen Facebook?
dude, NFL Facebook. Oh my god,
I think they just found out Brady retired on there.
probably. I mean, Bears Facebook is so bad.
No, I know it is. Instagram's awful, bro.
The
I
Instagram,
love just like look and laugh.
it's entertaining. You just click on the comments on
There-
some
In like
normal move, and they're like, "Who's this guy?"
yeah, no, I saw it was like Jonathan Grenard, and that we'll talk about it later. But they're like, who? I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like that's
Oh,
actually insane. Is he any good, guys? Is he any good?
is he any good?
But Jalen's like, it was like weird too. He went from requesting a trade at the deadline to signing
I
a
will
deal.
say, Poles totally played that situation perfectly, and also
He's the
kind of
long game type of guy.
he screwed Jalen over a little bit by putting the non-exclusive tag on,
Yeah.
which
Well,
essentially, I think the biggest reason he did that was if Jalen was to test the open market,
you get two first if
you
somebody
get
signs
two
him.
first, yeah, but then teams aren't going to go out and say here's 23 million because they're giving up two firsts.
Why would nobody like if you franchise tag, he's just yours at that point. So I don't even like why don't people do like that the trade or what's it? I don't know what the other tag is called. The two first one. Why don't people just do that
The
all the time then?
non-exclusive,
Why don't people just do that all the time?
I guess it depends on the player,
I guess if it's a
really.
quarterback, it's different, but
Yeah,
otherwise.
but
But like
I don't know.
Lamar was on the non-exclusive.
I I actually don't know why teams don't do it all the time. I there must be like some loophole.
There must be some different rule within it that like you can't
I mean, we can look it up. Why do
non
teams
I don't
not
non ex
always use the non-exclusive franchise tag? Hmm. Oh, okay. The only reason teams don't do that is if the player, like, unless you give the player up. Uh, so let's say someone said, "Here's $30 million for Jalen Johnson
Yep.
a year." You can't negotiate a new deal with him. You have to match that deal, otherwise he's gone.
Yeah, but it's two first. Like
I mean,
you're taking two first for Jalen Johnson.
yeah. Uh, I actually I don't know.
Like all of like T. Higgins, why isn't that a or maybe it was, I don't know. I'm just throwing out a name.
That's a good question.
But yeah, but Jalen's probably he's a top five, probably top three corner in football. So I'm happy as long as he can stay healthy. It's always been the
Dude, I'd
question.
say top 3.
Yeah, I don't even like. I don't even. I
I
guess
don't even know who would be
I have
better
like this
than.
popped up. I don't even know who would be better. Dude, low key, is he the
I
best
think
corner in
I
football?
would say he's the best corner in football.
He might
If
be.
if you're a PFF merchant,
You
he
could
is.
argue like Sauce, maybe, but
Nah,
he
Sauce
holds
is
a
league
lot.
made. I mean,
He's better than Certain. A
dude,
lot of people
that's
think.
crazy. Jalen Johnson's only 1 year older than Sauce Gardner.
Really? Sauce might have been a senior coming out of
I think he
Cincy.
probably was. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that sounds about right.
I think he's probably the best corner in football.
Yeah, but I don't hate that at all. I think he really might be kind of
The
crazy.
only
And
problem, like, it's not a problem, but the hate he gets is he's not flashy.
yeah, I
Like,
wish
he's
there
not
was
gonna
like
get you 10 picks a year.
we need some. I wish we had somebody on here to argue with us about this.
Dude, I don't know what they would argue for.
A different corner.
I mean, who? Sauce.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
it.
like I love Trent McDuffie.
I mean, he's good, but he's not that good.
What?
Like
Bro
like
is
Jalen Johnson,
amazing.
like the top two good. I'd put him probably top 10, top 5. And
Yeah,
like
it's
if
pretty
he's
damn
top
close.
5, he's like 5.
It's amazing.
I'm saying like if you were to make a tier list, it's probably JJ, Sauce, and probably someone we're forgetting in the S tier, and then I'd put McDuffie in the A tier.
Probably put like Sertain in there.
I'd put Pat Surtain in the S tier.
Yeah, I don't know. Corners are I don't know. It's kind of weaker right now. It feels like than it usually is.
Yeah, there's no
A
more.
lot of teams need corners. Bears don't though. They're like literally the
Bears
team.
have that
They're the last
locked
team that needs a
down,
corner.
pun intended.
Intended.
Uh, I said pun
No,
intended.
no, no, I know. I've never seen somebody pun. I'm usually a pun not intended guy, not a pun intended. I usually
I
just don't.
usually am too, but
I usually just don't say. If it's intended, you just don't say anything. You really fuck that up.
whatever. Let's talk about the other secondary signing for the Bears as Kevin Byard, 2-year, $15 million deal. Don't hate it, don't love it.
I heard some guy in the news call him Biard.
Byard.
I was like, no way. And then he had like a stroke talking after the next sentence. He was saying he was like Johnson Jalen. He really it's it was so funny. It was like a stretch. It was earlier, but
Poor
I
guy.
mean, I mess with it. I don't think that was too much money.
I don't either. Also, I think he's a little undervalued with how bad the Eagles defense was.
Nobody was playing good in the second half of the year.
I
Like,
mean, that was just brutal.
I mean, you have Matt Patricia calling plays, man. What do you expect?
Exactly.
So I don't. I mean, I think he's. I like it because obviously, like, you can't get the top guy at every position,
I
and our
think
secondary is so young.
the
So
biggest thing about him is the one thing that scares me is his game's kind of similar to Brisker.
what do you mean?
Like he's more of that run support type uh, safety, and not like that pure ball hawking safety
I'm gonna
or coverage
disagree a little
safety.
bit. Like in his career, he's had like 5 picks at least in like over half his seasons.
I
Byard's got a
mean,
nose for the
yeah,
ball.
but you don't really want to pay for pass production.
What?
Like that might be true. Eddie Jackson had the greatest safety
No,
season
but
I'd ever seen.
at the end of the day, though, like he consistently gets his hands on the ball.
All right.
I think last year was
Last
like the
year,
first year like that. It
last year
wasn't
one
like
pick.
that.
2022 he did have 4 interceptions. 2021 5. 2021. The biggest thing with him is he's played in every possible game.
Yeah, but like, are you looking at the thing? Like he gets his hands on the ball.
I mean, he's a solid player. I'm not trying to bash on the signing.
I don't. When people compare him to Brisker, I disagree. I feel like he's more of a Heisman.
They're yeah, but Brisker is definitely a
Yes, I would agree because Brisker's not ball hawking.
smash you in the mouth type safety.
Yeah, because people on Twitter were saying that a lot. Like, these literally just Brisker. Like,
They're
I can't
not
agree.
carbon copies, but
They're just saying that
uh
because Kevin Byard's like can like tackle and
yeah.
which is actually will be so nice not seeing Eddie whiff.
I didn't hate it at first, but I wasn't ecstatic, and then I saw
Yeah,
what these other safeties were going for, and I'm like, okay, that
give it
was
like
kind of
I
a
give it like a
steal.
B. Like, I'm totally cool with
I
it.
give it like a B for
Dude,
sure.
McKinney got paid so much. We'll talk about that later, but
Yeah.
he has a weird contract. Like,
I think it was 4.
no,
McKinney was
I'm saying like his like construction. He makes like 25 million next year.
oh,
Just like
gotcha.
odd, but yeah, our secondary is set now.
Yep.
If there's really no reason to get anybody else. And I don't, and it's nice, like I'm saying, like having like a veteran, because like Stevenson 2nd year, Brisker 3rd year, Kyler 3rd year.
Gordon 3rd year.
You have like
Jalen
everybody's
is
on rookie
younger.
contracts except Jalen now.
Yeah.
and then obviously Byard, which will be good. Defense just needs an edge rusher,
Danielle Hunter.
please. I actually, if we don't sign him, dude, I what are we gonna do at edge?
Dallas Turner will be the pick at 9.
No.
I mean, I'm not saying I agree with it, but if they don't sign, I mean, dude, I would have been fine with AJ Epinesa.
Yeah, at least like somebody that's not
Someone. Like, we
Dominique
can't have
Robinson.
Dominique Robinson as the second edge rusher on this team.
Dude, I'd like actually cry if that's the day one guy. I really
But Danielle
wouldn't.
Hunter on the Bears, that'd be gross.
Dude, the defense is like top 3.
That's a top 5, top 3
I'd
defense.
say top
No,
3
I don't
because
know
you
if
have like
it's.
one of the best linebacking cores in football, one of the best secondaries, and that D line is Sweat, Dexter. I mean, you could,
And
I
then,
guess,
especially if Dexter kind of takes that next step and starts to be
yeah.
able to
And
get
then you
pressure.
Hunter. That I think that might be the like not no bias. That might be the best defense in football. What's the weakness?
I'm trying to think. I mean, the only thing you could say is
It's
the
like
interior of
I
that
was gonna say
line.
maybe interior, but it's not even like
But
bad.
even then, you have an elite run defender in Billings, and
And then
then
and a guy that can
Dexter
rush
and
the passer.
Pickens. And
Yeah,
what?
I was like you have Dexter who can also rush the passer inside. So it's kind of like you
Exactly.
have
Yeah.
like you got best of both worlds in there. The problem with Billings, he just can't because Pickens will probably get more playing time this year because Justin Jones is gone.
Yeah.
Because the whole
Hey,
thing,
shout out. Good for Justin Jones. For getting that contract, and then on his way out the door, just shitting on Packers fans.
yeah. Wait, what
Did
did he
you see
say?
that?
No, I did not.
Some Packers fan commented on a one of his tweets, and they were like, "You're too scared. You're leaving the division." And he goes, "Can't respond right now. I got bad cell service. I'm at the bank."
Dude, no, I'll root for him. He was always like he was a bear. You know, he was like
He
solid.
was all right. He wasn't anything crazy, but
No, but like not everybody can be him.
like, no, yeah, exactly.
Um, no, 10 mil a year though for him is
10
like
million
actually
years for him
crazy.
is no.
Not pay him that, but hey,
Hey, good for him.
yeah, good for him.
Let's talk
Why did the
about
Cardinals do that?
Poles at the time blunder
What are we?
with DeAndre Swift.
Oh, it marinated a little bit, but I mean,
Obviously,
obviously, I'm still not a fan
I'm not
myself.
ecstatic, but looking at the Jacobs contract, we'll talk about that in a second, and then the Saquon contract, we'll talk about that
It was
in
really
a
for me was
second.
the Pollard contract.
I didn't see what he.
He makes the same as Swift, exact same. And I'd rather have Swift because dude Pollard cannot be a 3-down back. We saw that.
Yeah, I mean, first and second down. I I don't know. Pollard's pass catching though is.
I mean, Swift can still is a good pass catcher though. I
Swift,
would rather have Swift than
I
Pollard
I would
personally.
agree. I think I would agree,
But don't
but
take me as some big Swift guy. But
I don't love the signing. I don't hate it. I
yeah,
think
I ain't gonna lie. Like when we signed him, I was pissed. But then I saw like like I actually felt as soon as Pollard got the same contract, I felt a lot better. Because
I think
I
that's
would give him
just
like 6.
the
The
well, with the
market.
cap going up that much, I think that's just going to be the market for these kind of guys.
Yeah, well, Saquon's is weird. I don't know what his like incentives are because he can be up to like 45 million or some shit like that.
That's way too much.
It was like 3 years,
I
I think.
think the highest I would have gone with Saquon is 12 a year.
Yeah, I'd agree. And then you're kind of like, all right, bro, like chill.
Even then, you're pushing it.
And I think Swift's cap hit this year is around like 6 million.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, his cap hit isn't crazy. I would have
You
rather
can,
had him around probably 6 for
yeah,
the duration of the contract.
you can get out of the contract. I think after the second year, so
Yes, you can.
it's not that big of a deal. Worst comes to worst, he just fucks you over for just 1 year because that's the year you're going into it thinking he's gonna produce. So it would have it was the inevitable.
Yeah, exactly. I I
But
I think he's still going to put up 1,000 rushing yards and probably another
I'm kind
300
of scared for our run
plus out of the
game.
backfield.
I don't know if anybody else is saying this for our run game, but you have a different OC with like different like all like because I was, and then you're getting rid of Fields, which is like helps the run game so much.
That's like the underrated aspect that people aren't talking about is you're losing 800 yards of rushing.
Yeah, it's more like, but I'm it's not like because it's scramble, but like the design runs is where like you have to like have a guy out like just watching for Fields, which takes a guy out of the play.
That's true. I mean, well,
I guess you could do that with Caleb a little bit, but not to
you
that extent.
can not to the extent, but
Like
I
you're not
mean,
gonna run power with Caleb, but you could run some read options for sure.
we saw what Fields couldn't do even with one guy laser focused
No,
on
like
him.
I guess it like kind of evens out though, because Fields couldn't really throw the ball, so they could stack the box. So maybe maybe I'm a little wrong. I don't think it'll be as good as it was though, because I think Luke Getsy's a really good has a really good just run game design.
I would 100% agree. You take Fields rushing yards out, and you're at like 1750.
Okay, but like Caleb will probably get like 400, 500.
Yeah, even then, that's like 100 yards a game. Not terrible on the ground.
What? Oh, you got you.
With that's with completely without Fields
Fields.
rushing yards.
Yeah, and you also have to remember Bajent was QB for a
Yeah,
little bit.
he was in there, and then also you're getting a back who's
Better.
yeah, who's really good. Not really good, but
Not really good. He's solid for sure. I don't know.
he's obviously he's
Pisses me off
automatically the best
sometimes.
running back in that room.
Yeah, it pisses me off sometimes though. Bro's more of like a he's more of like an LA to Florida type of guy than like a Texas to Canada.
What?
East to or west, east to west.
Oh.
I don't know. I just thought of states that were
I
kind of
was gonna
like
say what?
I was thinking of like a like laterally that were like close or like that in that direction.
Yeah, he
But
doesn't
yeah,
really fumble,
does he
which is
not?
big. Only, I mean, 3 last year.
It's decent amount.
How many fumbles did Herbert have? 0.
I was gonna
Foreman
say
1.
he really
Johnson
doesn't
1.
fumble. Well, get a guy that's like a bell cow, because he was a bell cow last year.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what they need because they have their specialized
No, I'm
backs.
saying like find a running back that's like a bell cow that to compare the stats to.
Oh,
Who's like a good comp. I guess we'd say Tony Pollard because he got the same exact deal. And they tried to make him, but he's not a bell cow, but like he was one last year.
Tony Pollard, I think, had 3 fumbles.
Looking right now. Yeah,
Oh, wait.
3. Well, only 1 lost.
I don't know how many Swift had
Oh, yeah, I can look.
lost.
I can tell you right now. God, I hate putting that like I don't know why I'm tripping. The comma for his name,
The
bro.
apostrophe.
Like, bro. Oh yeah, comma. Fuck.
He only
Apostrophe.
lost 1 last year, so very similar.
Oh yeah, literally identical.
I didn't realize he was drafted that high, 35th pick.
Yeah, you didn't know that, dude. He's always been a bear
I
of
knew
his
he
first
was.
game,
Dude, I do remember that.
dude. I remember I was watching that. I was like, that season was weird, but I can't believe he dropped that.
They were the comeback Bears. They started
I had him in
5 and
fantasy
1.
one year. Or like it was when he was like really good in fantasy too, and then he got hurt.
There was one year where it felt like he was just scoring 85 touchdowns. And then the next year,
He
he
was a
scored
PPR
like 0.
merchant. Yeah, no, that I had him the good year. But yeah, I guess we can move on there. But
2022 is PPR merchant.
that was probably the year I had him.
48 receptions. Or I'm sorry, 2021 was the good year. 62 receptions. But well, I'll move on to the next segment here.
I'm good. It was,
Do we think the Bears' lack of like truly high end moves, like no Wilkins, no top safety, there's no Saquon, who knows with Daniil Hunter? What like I guess concerning isn't the right word, but I feel like a lot of Bears fans with the $65 million in cap they had expected more.
we need some superstars.
Yeah,
I think Wilkins, I'm okay. That was hefty.
that's a
That's
crazy
I'm
comp.
all right. He's really good, but you know, I'm okay. I mean, there wasn't really like safety. Like, I would not want to pay a safety personally, like a lot. I'm not. It's not that the positional value isn't there. Same with
I would
running
agree.
back, but even I wouldn't have paid Swift, but you know, they did. But at least it wasn't to the like a bad extent where it's like you're
It
pumping out
wasn't
13 million.
terrible.
Um, I guess like there's a couple edge rushers that I would have liked for them to pay. So I wish they did that. I guess you could still they could redeem themselves.
Dude, the one that the Huff one that kind of makes me kind of mad.
In the Grenard, bro. He got paid 19. He's so good.
Yeah, both of them are so good. But I mean, you sign Hunter. I'd sign Hunter to 480. I feel
He's
like
probably
that's
gonna I think it might get more than that to be real with you, but
somewhere in the ballpark. Like maybe even all
little
the way up to
pork.
4 to 90.
Yeah, that's probably more where I'd assume he's at.
I think
He
that's
might be a little like he might be 3 years though. He's a little older.
he is. What is he? 31.
Looks like I don't know. 29. Yeah, so probably 3 years.
3 years.
I'm assuming that's what he'll get. Maybe not. I don't know. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. I'm not Brad Spielberger.
Dude, call me crazy. I think I definitely do 80 over 3.
What does that come out to?
About 26.
Mm, it's a lot to be paying 2 edge rushers because Sweat's getting about the same.
I know, but dude,
No, it would be
Daniil
gross.
Hunter's so good.
It's just like if you get that,
16 and a half, 10 and a half.
I guess
And
like you can
2021
do
he was hurt.
that though because you have a QB on a rookie deal.
That's the biggest thing. You have a QB on a rookie deal, a top 10 wide receiver on a team friendly contract, the best corner on a pretty team friendly contract. The one contract that kind of pissed me off is Edmonds,
Yeah, but you
but
can get out of that
also
after this year.
you can get out of it, and the production you're getting from TJ Edwards, you flip their contracts, I wouldn't even be pissed.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Like Edmonds is still a good player. So
Outside of the first 2 games, he was not bad last year. I mean, the first 2
not
games were rough.
we were calling him the human traffic cone.
The human.
But after that, like no, he really turns up. He got a lot of picks, like which is random for him. But
Yeah,
hey, take it.
I mean, outside of 2017 and his rookie year, Daniil Hunter has gotten 10 and a half sacks or more when he's been healthy.
Like eight.
2021, he
He's
was
like
injured.
18 last year.
Yeah, 16 and a half sacks last year, 4 forced fumbles, 2 passes defended if you're into
God,
that thing.
imagine just sweating Hunter off the edge.
Dude, 83 combined tackles, 54 solo tackles, 23 tackles for loss. He led the
Call me
league.
crazy. I think they'll sign Chase Young just for like a 1 year. I don't think they'll do that for Hunter, but I want him to.
Please, no.
Yeah, I want him to. Don't get me wrong, but I think that's the path that's going to happen.
The rumor is that the Bears and Hunter are close.
Bro, who said that? Was it Lisa?
Nah, I wish it was Lisa. I don't know. It's some random dude that got a couple of the other contracts right, but he said it might not happen today, which clearly it didn't, unless Poles does something in the shadows like he normally does.
He still hasn't moved.
Yeah, he froze. He's just sitting there. But apparently he's waiting on the Falcons to see if they're gonna like way overpay for him.
Well, they just paid Kirk, so I don't think they will.
Yeah.
I don't even know how much money they have left, but I mean, Kirk's good. I like Kirk.
That was a good deal.
It's nicer that we can root for him a little more now.
Yeah, he seems like a decent guy.
A decent
fella.
guy. Did you watch Quarterback?
No, I didn't.
Dude, he's gritty for sure.
He's gritty.
Yeah.
I will say though, this does suck for the Bears because I actually have no clue where
He's
Fields
gonna
is
go.
going.
Yeah.
And any idiot on Twitter, I need to say this, who is victory lapping these quarterbacks that think Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew are better options than Fields, you're a dumbass.
No, EJ, bro.
Dude, he was coming at Bart Willajax, and he was like, Where's the Fields trade that was going to happen, huh? You can cross Vegas off the list." And everybody's like, "EJ, dude, Vegas thinks Gardner Minshew is better than Justin Fields."
It's all like the middle-aged men that want Fields.
Dude, it's bad.
Like, he plays the game the right way. He's got a good attitude. Like, that's literally the nicest way of saying somebody sucks.
Yeah. Good locker room presence.
He's a good locker room guy, he's a leader.
Dude,
Literally,
I mean,
it's literally everything that doesn't have to do with football.
Yeah, look at the Blackhawks. They're like, "Oh, well, we signed this guy. He's a good veteran presence in the locker room for some of our young guys."
It's like Corey Perry, and then he ends up.
Yeah. He gets the job done when you need him to, and
he's a good guy for the young guys.
Yeah,
Play him the right way.
It's not, "Oh, this guy scores 45 goals or he throws for."
You're
40
never
4
saying that
4,000
about
yards.
like name one top QB that you're like, oh, great locker room guy. Never.
Bro, nobody gave a shit what Rodgers was doing when he was winning MVPs.
Even like Mahomes, like nobody's like, oh man, he's such a good leader. He probably is, but like nobody says that because he's good at football.
Exactly. Mahomes might be like a good dude in the locker room, but you're not advocating for him just because of that. You're like, "Oh, this guy throws for 5,000 yards."
You like him because he wins you Super Bowls.
Exactly.
God, I hate it. Just be gone. I don't even care at this point.
Dude, I don't care. Cut him.
Like they won't, but like I just want
they
like
100% won't.
I just want like
I
want the what's the word? Like clearing up the air, like
you don't want there to be any more suspense.
Like what's like closure? I want closure. That's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, please just leave. Please.
Go away.
We don't want you here. Like the thing of like the guy that's like going like this. He's like, "Who want me?
Who want me?"
It's like 100% no.
That's how we feel about Fields,
dude,
on this podcast.
Yeah, it's
appreciate you making the tankier fun to watch, but
that's all I got.
All right, I'm gonna head out. Well, let's talk about everybody else. We'll go in the division here. Vikings are going to finish last in the NFC North next year, and I don't think it's a competition.
No, yeah, I 100% agree, and I have a take also. They made a lot of moves, bro, and they did that they should not have made. Like Grenard is really good. I guess they got a good value on his contract, in my opinion, but there's just no room to be spending like this. They're spending a lot.
Yeah,
and
no quarterback at the moment. Not really in a position to draft one of the top guys.
They're trying to like pull a Bucks from last year. And like, where does that get you? No,
I mean a playoff loss.
Like, yeah, I mean they won a playoff game. I mean that was like they're not like they weren't in the same like the Bucks also had Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
Are playing the Saints.
And yeah, they're in a shitty division. Their defense was already like really solid.
Yeah. Like Minnesota's defense is going to be meh. Their secondary sucks.
No, their defense is always good just because of Flores.
That is true.
It depends on the QB. Anybody that can't handle a blitz. I wonder who that could be.
Dude, the face you made me laugh way too hard.
Bro, it's just I don't even know what I did.
Dude, all right. Thomas goes, he's like, anybody that can't handle a blitz. Yeah, at Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Got cooked twice.
Like we say Ryan Poles froze whenever there's a blitz.
No, Fields doesn't freeze. He runs into the blitz.
I know, he's like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah. But I will say they are interested in Aaron Jones. That would be
annoying.
Decent
Bro, just
signing.
go
It'd
away.
be annoying because he owns us.
I know.
But it is safe to say Kwesi Doofus Mensa.
Yeah, I never knew. I never know his last name. I just call him Kwesi.
Yeah, a doofus.
Really?
That's not his name, but
No, I know. I'm messing with you.
dude, at this point, I think they should trade Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. Like I would just tear it down.
Yeah,
But they're
just go
like they're
complete.
not
They're
at this
not
point.
gonna. But I don't. I like. They can take McCarthy if he falls to 11.
Oh boy.
Maybe they trade up and get Penix.
Well, they wouldn't
Or
trade up for Penix, but
yeah, I guess that's true.
I wouldn't take him the first round though, personally.
I also would not take. I wouldn't take McCarthy in the first round.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's good. He's a winner,
Don't
Tristan.
talk about your neighbor like that.
Yeah, fun fact, he's my neighbor. Don't kid, never kid, still don't care. I'm not a glazer like everybody else from
Tom is not a
where I'm
glazer.
at. Never glaze.
But I genuinely, unless they like, because I don't think polls will do it, they would have to give up.
Oh, for Jefferson, he's not going to the Bears.
No. I'm talking about if they traded for Fields, they would have to probably give us the 11th overall pick.
I saw some. I saw some mock that was like like Loki facts. Oh, it was like we give him our future second in like Fields and they give us just like I mean I'm
I'd do
down of
that.
course two free wins and
I do that just because you get more ammo. If that happened,
well,
then
if that
you're
happens
really,
you can get like I mean hypothetically a Dunze and Turner and I would
yeah.
actually start levitating.
Or you say
You
fuck it and trade both of
up
them
for Marvin.
to get Marvin.
God,
Either scenario,
it would just
Thomas and I
though.
would be.
Dude, like you'd like look outside. I would like dead ass be floating.
Tom would be like,
You crazy.
let's talk about the Packers here, and I don't know what they're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna start Jacobs. Like on from first glance, it looks bad, but he's only has 10 million guaranteed.
That is true.
So I saw that. I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever. I mean, that's low key a good signing because if it's not worth it, and you're like, oh, then just move.
The McKinney one
McKinney,
is.
he got paid, and I don't paying safety.
I mean, he's good, but
no, yeah, he's really good.
that's just a mismanagement of assets.
Yeah, I think they're probably out of money at this point.
I mean,
they had
picks.
They had an okay amount, but coming in, but
You need a left tackle now.
yeah, because Bakhtiari got
Bakhtiari's gone.
He was getting released either way. His cap hit was actually insane.
Yeah, I mean, he just can't stay healthy.
No, I know. He's a Jet, though.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
So match made in heaven, even though he can't stay healthy. But Rodgers need left tackle.
Need left tackle. Rodgers and Nathaniel Hackett.
Bada boom.
I mean, literally.
Bada bing.
Bada bing. With that one. That was light.
Thanks.
Lions, also surprisingly, they haven't made a free agency signing. But they do trade a third for Carlton Davis. Cornerback, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it bolsters their secondary. That was honestly, I mean, the defense. Everybody, if you're a consistent listener, you know my takes on Aiden Hutchinson. I don't think Aiden Hutchinson's that good. Let me rephrase that. I don't like Aiden Hutchinson. I don't think he should be in the conversation for a top 5 edge rusher. That he's still a solid player. I think he's overrated a little bit. Their linebackers are all right. Anzalone's decent. And then the secondary is just brutal. So this helps them shore the secondary up for sure.
You're talking about Carlton Davis?
Yeah. But even then, I don't think that. I think that defense is going to be bottom 10 still.
He had a bad year last year, Carlton.
Yeah, he wasn't that good.
He was getting toasted. I've always really liked him too, but I don't know. He's getting paid a good amount too. So that'll go against their cap. I actually
Yeah,
had it pulled up because I was looking at the corners. He's getting paid like 15 a year.
yeah, that's 4 million less than Jalen Johnson for a lot less production. Is
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
that's their splash at corner. I just come on, man. I mean, there's nobody
Come
really. I
on,
guess
man.
that's a team that should have traded for Snead,
Yeah,
but they
agreed.
won't now.
Can we
Obviously,
just take a second to realize the hellscape the NFC North would be in if the Lions weren't dumb and didn't take Jeff Okuda?
couldn't they have taken a QB?
They could have taken Tua or Justin Herbert.
Imagine they had Herbert. That'd be so fucked up.
Dude, that would be no good.
We'd actually be cooked.
We would be cooked.
Would they lose?
Yeah, their defense sucks.
No, but scoring like 50 million points a game.
That's true.
They already
Herbert
do
and
it with
Ben
Goff.
Johnson.
I know Herbert, Ben Johnson with like Amon-Ra and best offensive line in the league, and Laporta. Yikes.
That would thank you for being dumb.
Yeah, well, it didn't happen, so who cares?
Exactly. All right, what's next on the docket up here? Oh, let's laugh at the Panthers and the Giants.
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
understand the point of
lose-lose.
this trade.
Lose-lose.
I really don't. The Panthers were offered 2 second-round picks or 2 first-round picks from the
Rams.
Los Angeles Rams for Brian Burns, and then they said no. And then they go to the Giants, and
No,
then
no. You missed a part
oh,
in this. Could have
what
gone
I
to the
miss?
Bears, but they're
Oh
like,
yeah,
no, gave us
yeah.
DJ instead. It's how
Uh,
screw him over.
yep. And then the Giants come walking along, and here's they go. We'll give you a second and a fifth-round pick, and they go, yeah, sure. And then the Giants
Make him the second highest paid edge
defensive.
rusher.
I mean, what?
Gets paid 30 a year.
150 million, 87.5 million guaranteed.
Like he's really good, but like they're just not in the spot to be doing this.
That makes the Montez Sweat trade and signing look so much better.
Oh, I know.
I mean, Montez Sweat is much better than Brian Burns.
He's definitely
And I
better. I wouldn't put him on like oh my god, he's way better. But he's
don't
definitely
think
better for sure.
that's crazy to say. Burns is better, I think, overall, like as an edge rusher,
Mm-hmm.
like for sacks. But I think Montez Sweat's that's
He's
just
more
an elite
complete.
football player.
Yeah. Montez is getting 24 and a half. So that's 5.5 million less. His guaranteed money's 20 million less.
Yeah, one less year too. I mean,
Yeah,
Montez, his whole contract is almost the guarantees for Burns.
I know. So like, yeah, in this case, I'm definitely more of a Montez guy. It's such a lose-lose.
It, I, I forgot. It might have been Bart Willajax who posted on Twitter. The Giants do not have a quarterback, wide receiver 1, 2, or 4, a running back, almost
Oh,
the entire offensive line. I mean, what are you doing?
they could still use a corner too.
Yeah,
Like, they just lost Xavier McKinney.
I didn't even think about that. That's true. I mean,
They're just not in the spot to be doing
they are
this.
not even Tom saying not in the spot is putting it nicely. They are not even
No,
remotely close.
bro, you just won like 5 games.
This is like a trade like this reminds me of when obviously not to this degree, but the Bears traded for Khalil Mack and they were that piece away. Obviously they ended up needing a quarterback. But this is like if you lost in the divisional round by 3 points and you retained almost your whole roster. This is the type of move you make then.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're like, oh, okay, this guy will get us over the hump.
Not
Like,
not after going 6-11 or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think they might have won 5. I could be wrong, but here, let's look. Giants. I'll go Tankathon.
6-11. Six
They
and
didn't win
11.
6. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, what? He's gonna add maybe 2 wins.
Uh,
Wowzer.
if that, dude. Like,
I mean, that's already a pretty stacked division too.
their defensive
Eagles.
line is gross.
It is Leonard Williams, Kayvon, and now Burns.
Like that is a top 3D line for sure. But I mean, besides that, what else you got?
What is there to do?
Ask Washington. It doesn't work like that.
Washington really had Sweat, Payne, Young,
And
and
Jonathan Allen.
Jonathan Allen. Oh
And still couldn't
my
win
God.
anything.
And still won 4 games. That's crazy.
Yeah, but it just shows. I don't.
It genuinely would not surprise me if the Panthers got the first overall pick next year.
You don't want to put too many eggs in one basket. That's what they're doing. Like you want it with the football team, you
It's
want to
just bad.
distribute.
Yeah.
Like I understand you'll make you can get away with a lesser secondary, but like bro, you got even the linebackers, bro. I mean, I guess or Bobby Okereke is good. Or it's Okereke, I think is how you're supposed to say it, but Okereke sounds cooler.
I just say Curry. That's how I say his name.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm a child.
But yeah, he's good. But besides him, I don't even know their linebackers.
Really nothing else on the team at all. I mean, and then on top of that, you're paying Daniel Jones almost $50 million a year.
You still have Darren Waller. Did they cut him? I don't even know what happened. Did he retire? Like, what ended up happening? He was thinking about retiring.
Dude, I don't know what they did with Darren Waller.
I'll look right now because I know you still gotta pay him. I think he's still on the team right now.
Yeah. Just
his cap hits 14 mil.
Both teams, that makes 0 sense. But the world is not ending, Bears fans. There are still a lot of talent left.
Yeah. There's really because you got to remember, with these high end talents that are going, we don't have as many holes as we used to, where we could just we need him. I mean, really,
exactly.
Guy the high end guys that we could pay is really edge rusher.
It's like I said, I don't think. I mean, at this point, it really might be Danielle Hunter or bust. But it's, I don't know how I want to say it. There's still a lot the Bears can do to extremely improve the team. Everybody forgets that there's still a whole ass draft.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have that many picks, but we have the quality over quantity.
Exactly. I mean, there's still obviously Danielle Hunter, Calvin Ridley, DJ Reader, Tyron Smith, Arik Armstead, Noah Fant. I think Noah Fant got signed. Derrick Henry, and then Aaron Jones is still out there. Obviously, they're not going to go sign Derrick Henry or Aaron Jones, but a DJ Reader or Arik Armstead is a huge addition to the defensive line.
Yeah, you get them, or I mean, I don't know it. I don't think I'd pay Ridley because he's going to want a little
Ridley's
longer.
going to want a long contract. I'm cool on a 1 year, maybe even 2.
I don't think that's just not happening. I think he might be one of those 3 years 70. I think that's what he'll get. But and I don't think I'd pay him that. But and then Tyron Smith, that'd be interesting. Definitely help upgrade.
100%. Well, then what do you do with Braxton?
I don't know. I haven't thought.
I feel like you could trade Braxton for a first round pick.
I don't know about a first, but I think you can get a second. Could flip.
Maybe.
Yeah,
but I mean, they're gonna get either an edge rusher if they don't sign Danielle Hunter, or a wide receiver 2 if they don't sign.
They need to sign Ridley. A 3. Who are the wide receivers available right now?
Mooney. I think that bridge has been burned.
I guess you could trade for T. Higgins.
That would probably cost the 9th overall pick.
No.
You don't think?
No.
Dude, you're trading a first for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wanted Gabe Davis, but
No, I don't like Gabe Davis.
As your
God, this
3, that wouldn't be
this
terrible.
this list is so old. Hollywood Brown, I guess.
Talk about a guy that fell off.
Hollywood didn't really fall off. Still solid.
That year the Cardinals were elite, like he was awesome, and then kind of meh.
Because Curtis Samuel, I don't really want Boyd. I think he's seen better days.
Agreed.
DJ Chark, wouldn't hate it.
Odell Beckham Jr. is a free agent.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know.
I don't think I'd want him, and I don't think he'd come here.
It would be cool, but like I don't think he'd come to Chicago. He just doesn't seem like one of those guys.
You said Curtis Samuel already.
Yeah. Dude, Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool. No. No, 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 and hard no.
Kind of just going down the list. I think that's
probably it. If
yeah.
you're looking at tight end, Mike Gesicki's a free agent.
Be a good tight end too.
Byron Pringle.
Oh. Yeah,
But yeah, it's just nothing.
really if I'm them, I'm signing Curtis, Chark.
Yeah,
I'm totally cool with Chark.
I'm cool with Chark. And then I'm probably
Hollywood and
still
like
taking
Hollywood.
2 wide receivers.
Yeah. I don't know. There's not a lot of wide receiver threes. I mean, but Hollywood's like he could be a 2.
Yeah, I would say he could definitely be a 2. I think he's probably gonna be a little too expensive though.
I don't. He won't get paid that much in my opinion. I mean, I think he'll probably get around like 14, 15. It would be my guess.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But even then, as your wide receiver 3, it's kind of expensive.
Well, you can't like just bank on getting.
That is true. That is true.
Like Hollywood Brown projected. I actually don't know that. That was just like me like shooting it out my ass. Damn, dude, I hit it on the fucking nose.
Really? That's a
Yeah.
projection.
14 to 15.
Dude, he was so
yeah.
good at Oklahoma.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Kyla.
He was good in Baltimore.
Yeah, no, he was. He got they got a first round pick for him.
Yeah. I think that's Lamar's MVP here.
Dude, that's so sick that I got his contract. Literally exactly. Or like the projected, I guess. But Tom knows
We did
ball.
talk about Jonathan Grenard to the Vikings a little bit. Saquon to the Eagles. That's too much money, personally.
It's so weird. I don't know how the incentives are based. I wonder if it's like a per game, like he has to play a certain amount of games, or like.
I'd have to assume that'd
be my
it,
guess.
just because of his injury concerns.
Cool. I guess it's like cool, but like, bro, you have a defense to fix.
Exactly. Well, like kind of.
I guess they got. Well, they didn't. You don't fix the defense, dude. They need a secondary. That's their problem.
Yeah.
I can't.
Bryce Huff, 3 years, $51 million. This is great value. Someone's getting traded.
Yeah, Reddick or Sweat will get traded. I think it will be Sweat too, because this is literally like the contract they had him on pretty close.
Yeah,
that was great.
I also think Reddick is better than Sweat.
What'd you say?
I think Reddick is also pretty decent, better than Sweat.
Sweat's really good though.
I'm not trying to take anything away from Sweat.
Stop hating on Sweat, bro.
Hey man, I hate him. He's just terrible.
We have the sweaty edge rushers. Saying.
Dude, that would actually be kind of sick.
Sacked by Sweat. Which one? No, because he was at 3 years 40, and I think it's his last year on the deal. So
yeah,
they're probably just trying to get the most value for him. But this is kind of a field situation. Like we know they're gonna like. You gotta trade.
You know that
you have to trade one, so he won't net as much as he could. I bet like a 3rd or 4th round pick could probably get it done.
I would agree, and I totally do that. Obviously, the Bears don't have a surplus of draft picks.
If they're okay with a future one, yes, I'm down.
Yeah, not this year though. I don't think.
No, you can't.
I don't think you can trade.
You can't go from your first 2 picks, like 1 and 9, and not draft until like the 5th round. I think it's at the end of the 4th.
For failure. But let's close it out with the biggest signing of the day. He was a potential Bears target at this price, though. Christian Wilkins, 4 years, $110 million contract with the Raiders. That's insane.
Congrats. I guess.
I mean, happy for you, man.
Really wanted him because he had that Akeem Hicks beard.
Dude, he looks like Akeem Hicks.
I've never seen him side by side. I just see the beard and you're like, Akeem. He has hair though. Akeem really didn't.
Yeah, that is true. I'd argue that Wilkins is probably the second best D tackle in the league.
Let me look.
Behind Jones.
I gotta see it. Defensive tackle. Paul LeBron. We're looking at rankings, but I'm not actually listening to the rankings.
I mean, I don't think Aaron Donald's there anymore.
That's debatable. Quentin Williams, I'd say, is probably better.
Oh, I forgot about him.
I love Jeffrey
Tom's
Simmons.
guy.
Dexter Lawrence is better.
Really, you think?
Yeah. Top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
I'd take. Sorry, I'm like scrolling. Dexter Lawrence. I love Jeffrey Simmons. So Jeffrey Simmons, Quentin Williams. Chris Jones. I think I'd still take Donald, but it's really close.
5.
Probably, I think I had him at 6.
Yeah, since I would take Wilkins over Donald.
I just wouldn't. But I mean, that would suck if we agreed on everything.
Yeah. The only problem is
because we already agree a lot.
Yeah.
And which is not. That's what we need. We need an instigator.
I mean, for Aaron Donald standards, the last 2 years have not been the best. 5 sacks the last 2 years ago. 8 sacks.
Oh no!
8 sacks last year.
At defensive tackle. Oh no!
I mean, yeah. Bro, he made it all pro this year.
Yes, dude, he was good.
I'm not saying he was bad.
Bro, he's all pro. No, he's better than Wilkins. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Can't win them all.
Yep, I think you can't. But that's kind of gross with him and Crosby.
Dude. Who's throwing the football? Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell?
Dude, give me AOC. Give me AOC. Kidding. That's just I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I don't know what it's a bridge for sure, but
100%. But I mean, that's the Wilkins signing's a win now move. Devontae's not getting any younger.
Devontae. The problem is if I'm take him. Have him sit for a year and just kind of learn or something. I don't know.
Sit for a year as a year 4 quarterback is crazy.
I mean, that's just kind of the reality we're getting into.
That is true.
I don't know. I highly doubt they value Aiden O'Connell that much.
No,
and,
not at all.
I mean, he was okay, I guess, for being a 5th round pick or whatever the hell. But you got to think about it. So Minshew is a 2-year deal. Then next year, you're like, oh, we'll draft QB next year, bro. Next year's class is hot ass.
It's when Jalen Milroe's the projected number 1 overall pick.
It's yours, but
he's
the only one I'd be I'm maybe intrigued by. Maybe.
I'd love me some Noah Fafita, but 5'7" ain't gonna cut it in the NFL.
Bro, looks like Kyler Murray too. He doesn't look like him. They're the same.
Fafita's a better thrower, I would say.
No, I'm just saying.
More accurate.
They're
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Is he eligible?
I think he will be because he redshirted his freshman year.
Dude, Brock Vandergriff, number 1 pick.
What was it? 2025 NFL Draft top QBs.
Yeah, it's I guess Shadir.
Hot take: Shadir's not that good.
Not bad.
Drew Aller at Penn State.
Dude, he just doesn't move me at all. It's funny that people actually think he's good. Definitely not.
It's Shadir, Quinn Ewers, Drew Aller, Carson Beck, Riley Leonard, Jalen Milroe, Will Howard, Cam Ward's intriguing, but he's kind of like a pure gunslinger. It's either going to be he's a Jameis Winston.
Yeah, no, that's why I want. I mean, Caleb's so bad. Part of it,
Dude, this is
obviously he's really
bad.
good, but no, I know. Bad year for college football next year.
I wouldn't say that.
You mean the talent is just so depleted after this season?
No, I mean, you could say that after every year.
No, but this is different.
Just a lot of quarterbacks are going.
A lot of quarterbacks, like literally, like all those wide receivers, like.
But you still have Luther Burden and
Well, there's gonna be good.
Terrell McMillan.
Bro, really, stop. Luther Burden's in his own tier, but I mean, obviously,
I'm gonna argue that.
No, you're not.
I don't care.
Think
I don't care.
think
I
we
don't care
already.
if everybody disagrees.
I'm pretty sure we already argued this one time. On a pod.
This time next year, Terrell McMillan will be the _1 wide receiver on draft boards.
Wanna put money on
I'm
it?
calling it right
Money on
now.
it? Wanna put money on it?
1 hour, 1 minute, and 1 hour and 1 minute exactly. ChITownPod, Bears Talk, episode 30. Tristan Phillips calls that T-Mac will be the #1 wide receiver in the NFL draft.
Bro's he's gonna be put on a Luther Burden 30 for 30.
Dude, I am. Someone's gonna dig and find the clip.
Look at this idiot.
This guy said T-Mac was going to be better than Luther Burden, and then Luther Burden turned out to be the greatest wide receiver of all time.
And T-Mac ends up like making burgers 4 years
Played
later.
in Canada.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, just can't agree. But like, I guess there's gonna be talent, obviously, but a big group of it.
Quarterbacks is
Well, like even
not
like the
good.
second round, there's so many second round picks this year that would easily be in the first round next year.
Yeah, for sure.
It's really a shame. Not, I guess it's not because the Bears have 2 top 10 picks.
Exactly.
So it's really not a shame. But
I think everybody knew what you meant there.
yeah. Only if we had
But
that second round
I think
pick
we
still.
should-
But like I'd rather have Sweat.
That would
So
be
it's
nice.
okay.
But what are
How
the
about-
odds that the guy you picked is better than Montez Sweat?
Yeah. This is true.
But I think we're going to call it there. Thanks for listening. We'll be back Wednesday. And yeah, have a good one.
There it is.